counterparts. The chief judge pours her own coffee, and the police officer may not use what she's learned on the job to stop her husband from beating her. Whatever she's learned at work can't override what she's learned all her life about being a woman. The female employee, not her male counterpart, is still expected to buy the gifts, take the coats, bake the cookies for an office party, babysit her employer's child. Hardly gang rape, but sexism, nevertheless. Yes, the world is different now than it was when I was your age. In only 30 years, a visionary feminism has managed to seriously challenge, if not transform, world consciousness. Some astronauts, army officers, ministers, prime ministers, and senators are women. There are women's studies programs, too. And you can't open a newspaper without reading about some man on trial for rape or sexual harassment. But the truth is, women are still far from free. We're not even within striking range. Fundamentalist passions are threatening to destroy what feminists have accomplished. 3 examples immediately come to mind. The right to an abortion remains under an increasingly bloody siege. Although we now understand that rape is epidemic and has lasting consequences, we are as yet unable to stop it. Today in Algeria, Bangladesh, Bosnia, Guatemala, Haiti, Rwanda, rape has become a systemic, full-fledged weapon, not merely a spoil of war. In an era of ethnic cleansing, rape is a form of gender cleansing. We remain separate and unequal, segregated both by race and gender. In the 1950s and 1960s, brave young African-American schoolchildren were confronted with adult faces, contorted with rage, verbal abuse, turned backs, and hate-filled hearts when they integrated previously all-white schools. Today, brave young women are facing similar fury and danger for trying to integrate traditionally male-only military schools, such as the Citadel in South Carolina. In 1995, heroic 19-year-old Shannon Faulkner, the first woman ever to enroll in the previously all-male institution, faced the hate alone. She and many young men left after a few weeks. In September of 1996, 4 women were admitted. By December, 2 women, Kim Messer and Jeannie Mentavlos, and 75 men had quit. While all first-year cadets endured sadistic ritual hazing and harassment, the female cadets were singled out and, in addition to all else, subjected to vulgar songs about masturbation, obscene pictures, sexualized physical intimidation, and death threats. One was also set on fire. Like Faulkner said, they were hated out. The most extraordinary legal victories are only scraps of paper until human beings test them on the ground. As I write, 24 young women have been accepted as cadets at the Citadel. Like their African-American counterparts, the women will not be deterred, but they will pay a high price. As feminists, we learned that one cannot do such things alone, only together. I want you to know what our feminist gains are, and why you must not take them for granted, although it is your right to do so. We fought for that, too. I also want you to know what remains to be done. I want you to see your place in the historical scheme of things, so you may choose whether and how to stand your ground in history. Hear me. It may be 1998, but in my view we are still living in the 1950s. The poet Sylvia Plath, goddess rest her soul, is about to put her head in the oven again. I am saying that we have not come far enough. We are also still living in the 1930s, and that great writer Virginia Woolf is slowly making her way down to the sea, about to drown herself. No, we are still living in 1913. The sculptor Camille Claudel, who assisted her lover Auguste Rodin on some of his works, is, even as we speak, trussed up and on her way to a lunatic asylum. Claudel was imprisoned in one by her own mother and brother, Paul, the poet. The family condemned her to